Alright, so hey guys, I gotta be a little quiet because there's like tests, there are tests going on right now. They're in the middle of their English test up on the third floor. I don't know what the second graders and first graders are doing, or I don't even know what to call them anymore. It's the junior high school, so like the very beginning level, which is like your like 11th and 12th graders, and you have your 13, 14s, and you have your 15, 16s. So like 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, I think. So right now I'm up on the 8th grade floor. They're in the middle of their English test, and it's really awkward being a new English teacher in a new place, or in a new school for me anyway. But it's really awkward to be the new English teacher because the students had an English teacher last year that they actually apparently liked, and I'm the new guy, so that means that I'm already at a disadvantage. But not only that, I don't know any of their English proficiencies. So now seeing them at these tests and that kind of stuff, and actually seeing them work through and that kind of stuff, and also knowing that, you know, a majority of the population of this school is nothing but delinquents, little hoodlums, it's disheartening, it's sad, it's weird to see all of this sort of go to waste. And I got walked into the classrooms up here, and just, it's already to the point where I know there's going to be a whole lot to work with, or there's not a whole lot to work with, and I'm going to have to do a lot of work, which is fine. I'm okay with that, but at the same time, it's still very sad. It's upsetting. I really want these kids to do well because, I mean, not only is this my first real teaching job in Japan, but it's also, you know, my first opportunity to test my skills and to prove myself that I know what I'm doing and I enjoy what I do, and am I actually, you know, being a teacher. I'm actually doing something, you know, actually improving someone's lives, which is the goal I've wanted for a long time. See those little, you know, light bulbs go off in their heads. And it's difficult to just stand there and watch them flounder. Like, especially since I haven't even done anything. I haven't taught them anything. I've only spoken to a couple of them, and they have, you know, a fair English grasp, or a fair grasp of the language. So I really want them to do well, but I can't do anything at the moment. Everything is testing, so they have to take the test first. Then I'll be able to see their proficiencies. I mean, I know for a fact, I've already walked into into the two classrooms, and they're asleep. Some of them are just sleeping on their desks, not doing the test at all. They just don't care. And it's a fairly important skill to have, especially since they hired me to teach it, and they had someone here last year to teach it, and probably the year before that. It's disheartening to see these kids throw away a very useful skill, especially in the economy and the world the way it is today. How English is becoming more and more frequently used in everyday situations all across the world, even in Japan. In Japan, a lot of companies are actually trying to go nothing but English. Not a whole lot, but quite a few. There's a good number of different companies that are saying, you know, in the workplace we're going to use only English, so that way we can actually, you know, monetize the idea of international trade, if you will, or have more opportunities to speak the language to be able to get more people to come, and so on and so forth. So it's just, having English is a good thing because it helps you in your everyday life, because I mean, obviously more and more people are coming to Japan to speak English. But at the same time, it's just a good life skill to have in general, because why not go explore the world? Why not actually have a conversation with someone else and learn something else about another culture? That's why I learned Japanese. I have a very, very, very limited understanding, but I do understand quite a good bit, in context and out of context. I know words, I pick up on things, I'm fairly observant. So it's only day 2 out of the rest of the school year. And I came in like, you know, a third, maybe a fourth of the way through this school year. So it's one of those, probably about a fourth. I came in like a fourth of the way through the school year already, so they've already had some lessons and that kind of stuff taught by their actual, you know, JTEs, the Japanese teacher of English. So I come in late, which is the stupidest thing. I should have came in at the beginning of the school year. Way to go. And actually been here from the start to work with the kids. But unfortunately, they think, oh no, it's fine. We'll give them nothing for the first couple of months, and then you'll come along. That is the stupidest thing. You need to have it from the beginning to the end so that way they get the most benefit. That way they're involved in it and they're exposed to it from the beginning to the end. They get the most exposure, the most experience, and the most opportunities to use it and to learn it. So, I wish, but wish in one hand and spit in the other and see which one fills up first. So, the only thing I can say right now is that it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a hard, long road, and I look forward to it because I want to help these kids. I want to work with them. I want to be able to get to that point where I can say, I did something. I helped someone. They're learning something. They're using the skill. Because this is just middle school. They still have 3 more years of high school if they choose to go, which is there's something else for you. The Japanese education system, elementary and middle school is mandatory. High school is not. Which is weird. But whatever. So, I don't know, guys. I would like to say that everything's going to work out. I would love to be able to say that I'll be the best English teacher they'll ever have, and they'll want me back next year, so that way I can make a better impression. They will all know me. They'll run with my little quirks and things. But I can't be for certain. I can't be sure. I'd love to stay here for another year. I mean, I'm saying that now on day 2. But I mean, this is how excited I am. This is how important this is to me. And I just want them to do well. I want them to succeed. I want them to get to the point where they can actually be happy and comfortable using another language, which I'm still working on for Japanese, and actually still for English quite a good bit in certain situations, depending on who I'm talking to. So if they can be comfortable with me, then they'll be comfortable with just about anybody, because I am just strange. So I really look forward to some of my lessons when I finally get to them, because of course I come in at the part of the school year where it's something but quizzes, and then I don't come in after the quizzes, and next week they're preparing for a meet, so there's hardly any classes I'll be teaching then. I mean, it's just, it's mind-numbing on how infrequent it is that I'll be teaching at the moment. But hey, part of life. So anyway, guys, that's my update for now. I'm itching and roaring and ready and raring to go. So we're just going to have to see what happens. I wanted this. Gotta keep telling myself that I wanted this.